What's going on, tubers? I'm your host, Nate. Cool girl child. Let me see if I can get this thing a little brighter. A little brighter. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I'm your host, Nate. Cool girl child. And right now, I don't have nothing to talk about. So, let me just say, stay tuned to my channel. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the vlog. Now I'm sure we're all familiar with YouTube. It's the site you're watching this video on as we speak. It's a massive cesspool of literally everything and it's enormous. Now, a few days ago, I made a video exploring some of YouTube's most obscure horrors. It has since become my most successful video, so why not capitalize on that? This video will serve as a sequel to my obscure horrors video. I will say that this video is going to be more disturbing because of the subject matter of some of the entries, so yeah, viewer discretion is advised, I guess. Before we get started though, I want to emphasize that it's hard to find shit like this, and I want to thank communities like Deep Into YouTube and Internet Mysteries for this, as they archive the channels that I'm going to be talking about today. So without further ado, let's fly in. In the early days of YouTube, videos claiming to be cursed were commonplace. I know I used to fall for them all the time, thinking I would soon die after watching them or something. Anywho, I'm sure that most of you have heard of the most famous cursed video titled Miriana Morgar Glesgorv. It's a classic creepypasta claiming people who dared watch to gouge out their eyeballs and mail them to YouTube's headquarters. While ridiculous now, a lot of people including myself were terrified of this. I didn't even want to touch the video. Anywho, while Miriana Morgar Glesgorv is really well known, there are other cursed videos that aren't and have disappeared into the abyss of obscurity. Cursed video is a really good example of this. Cursed video is a name given to a video titled in Russian. Translating the text translates to "Don't open your eyes." The title and description of the video are the same, so there's not much to look for in the description. But let's move on to the actual video. The first 20 seconds of the video are this disclaimer in Russian of sorts, which reads this. Very edgy. Anyway, the video finally begins, and we immediately hear what sounds like distorted screaming. We see this dude wave his hand around for a couple of seconds before we cut to the inside of a house. We are then flashed by images of these two things. We are in the point of view of what appears to be some sort of monster as we are flashed by more random images and continue traversing through the home. The distorted screaming continues as we are then depicted holding a knife. We see people sleeping as we continue to travel through the home, and the word boogeyman can be heard in the background. The distorted audio continues furthermore as this creature flashes on screen multiple times. We are then shown someone waking up before we attack them. More random images flash before we cut to this scene where slight blood can be seen, and the video then ends. So what do we make of this? This is what I personally think is going on. We are in the point of view of the boogeyman as he enters someone's home and kills them. The plot of the video is actually kind of understandable, and we even see the bloody aftermath of the attack. But is the video cursed? Probably not. Disturbing channel I found after searching my birthday on YouTube. One video shows a person tied up with a bag over their head. I came across a channel called Mr. Valentine 1977. The video that came up was weird, so I checked out the channel and watched one of their other videos that was called 10,000. It features intricate footage from some Russian gore video, and there is also someone tied up with a bag on their head, not moving. I'm trying to find out if this person is okay and who is behind the channel. Most of the other videos have filed name titles, but I haven't watched any of them, so I'm not 100% sure if this is an art thing or an ARG. Let me know what you think. Posted on the r// Internet Mysteries subreddit, Reddit user ComputerLove2477 described an eerie YouTube channel they came across when searching their birth date. Let's take a look at the channel itself. Mr. Valentine 1977 created their channel on July 14th, 2025, and since then, they have made 13 videos. The videos themselves are heavily cryptic and provide no context whatsoever. Their first video, vid 2025-0714, just shows them walking around the woods and recording. The video ends with what we can hear is a deep breath, and its description reads 2F2M before November 30th, 2025. Like I previously stated, no context is given. However, I speculate that this description means that they need 2 men and 2 women before November 30th of 2025 for whatever reason. Their next video, vid 2025-0715, is much more disturbing and shows them walking around before we are shown the remains of some dead animal. We can clearly see bones, and I'll blur this just in case. The description is the same as the last video. Their next video doesn't show much other than some graves, and it ends with the cameraman zooming in on some flowers left for the deceased. The description is different this time though, and it reads 1F2M, prefer board. Whatever that means. Their next video, vid 2025-0722, shows them walking around and tapping on something. Most of the video is just them walking around as usual, but it ends with the cameraman recording 2 gasoline containers and a chainsaw. The description is also different as it reads, F-17 $100, 2M available until November 30th, 2025. I'm no ARG detective, but are they listing some 17-year-old girl for $100? Their next video is where things seem to start to get interesting, however, as when the cameraman taps on what appears to be some sort of storage container, this happens. We hear some form of crying coming from the inside of the container. The description also seems to be relevant as it reads, 2M available November 30th, 2025. From this, we can infer that Mr. Valentine 1977 has obtained 2 girls, with one of them being 17 years old. What is done with them is unclear, however. The next few videos seem to record random, unimportant things, excluding a dead rabbit. It's the descriptions that seem to tell a story though, as they read, M15 not available, M16 $100 to $250, 1M available and 1M available still. They seem to have obtained a 15-year-old boy while waiting for some 16-year-old boy. Video 100,000 is where things seem to start to get more interesting, however. We are shown clips of the Russian horror film Zelený Slonik, which translates to Green Elephant. Green Elephant is a 1999 Russian exploitation film. We are also shown this person tied up, and some commenters pointed out how they don't look like they're breathing. Probably some messed up skit or some random ARG. I believe the middle portion is from a Russian horror film. Seems staged, but I don't know, anything is possible. The dude not moving at all is extremely concerning. Hopefully not something fucked up. The next significant video is titled November 30th Adrenochrome. Adrenochrome refers to a supposed drug that makes you younger and is also harvested from the blood of young children. The video features clips from a 2001 film called Bully, in which stuff like alligators and the canal are emphasized, whatever that is. We also get to see random clips as usual.
Then you yell out, "Are there any alligators down there?" When we hear that, we'll know it's time.
Alligators in where?
In the canal.
Their last video is honestly incoherent and features clips from what I can assume is some sort of unidentified film. If you know what it is, please let me know in the comments. But the most interesting part of the video comes from this part where the cameraman puts a wig on someone in a bag, and that's really about it. I think that this is most obviously just an ARG, but like that one comment stated, anything is possible. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Dorf Vi is the most obscure channel on this entire list. They only have 87 subscribers and their most viewed video only has 724 views. This channel was originally discovered on r/deep into YouTube by Reddit user QuickBasket4761. Their post reads, I came across this really strange YouTube channel called Dorf Vi that uploads short, unsettling videos every couple of weeks. In their first video, it shows a person in a yellow rag and white mask messing with something that seems to look like a cassette tape before tossing it onto the ground. Both the music and visuals are often distorted and low quality. The titles for the videos are also very cryptic and just weird. They've been posting videos like this consistently for 5 years now, so whoever is making this must be pretty dedicated. The post lists 4 videos marked as the most disturbing, and that's what we'll be flying into today for the sake of time, since the channel has quite a bit of videos. Anywho, the first video is titled A8R099E1VEV0, and it's just this. The second video is titled SATI2FI3D, and it's just this. The third video is titled This, and it's just whatever this is.
Once upon a time, he was marching towards home, Mississippi, and the solid, it's not solid. Instead of going home, to take it home,
the last video is titled Thinking of Doing It One More Time, and it's just this. Flashing lights warning, by the way. there's honestly not much more to say about this channel other than the fact that this has to be some sort of ARG, so on to the next entry. The internet is infested with predators. It's a huge glaring issue that companies meant to protect seem to ignore. The channel that I'm about to talk about is a disturbing showcase of a predator on YouTube. The Cool Girl channel was created on August 3rd, 2008, however it was more recently discovered on r/internet mysteries by Reddit user Sneaky Arachnids. Their post reads, "When I was little, I had way too much unrestricted internet access. I made vlogs since I was about 10 years old and continued up until I was 14 or so. During that time, there was a subscriber who would always comment on my videos and send me private messages suggesting what kind of videos I should post. I unfortunately can't remember how to find the YouTube private messages. That was something I remember existing 10 years ago. But the channel has been active until a few years ago, run very clearly by an odd middle-aged man, entitled The Cool Girl Channel. Most of the videos are short clips of the man talking, but if you scroll a bit, you'll notice content surrounding young girls. I completely forgot about this until recently because I didn't understand this when I was little, so I never thought too much about how creepy it was. The channel is still up and has very little attention, but he was also very active for over a decade until disappearing about 4 years ago. I was wondering if anyone could possibly look more into this guy." The channel's content is honestly mundane, for the most part. The guy talked about sexual themes in detail in some videos and politics in some, but the channel's description is where things seem to start to get odd. In the description, he talks about how he has young girls in the fam that will put you to shame. The implications of this statement are nothing short of horrific considering the context in which he rambles on about his attraction to young girls. Anywho, while the channel's content is nothing interesting, it's the playlist where things take a turn for absolutely worrisome. In this man's playlist tab, we see many videos of little girls. These videos are inherently innocent and they just show the children doing normal things. But with the added context of what the channel's purpose is, which is to archive girls that seem attractive to the channel user, the inclusion of these videos should worry any normal person. As of writing this video, the Cool Girl channel is still updating these playlists with new videos, as their most recent update to them is today. In my own investigation into this guy, I found some Facebook and LinkedIn profiles belonging to him. The fact that this guy has other social media should be absolutely worrying. It's absolutely disgusting that people like this exist. Anyway, that'll be it for this video. I know this is darker than my usual content, but fuck it, we ball. Before I sign out, I do want to thank everybody for over 130 subscribers. You all have no idea how much this means to me and how significant this milestone is for me. But anyway, if you watched all the way to the end, thank you. That genuinely means the world to me and it pains me to ask, but please subscribe. It really helps a small channel like me out a ton. And as usual, until we cross paths again,